So good evening, class, and welcome to this class. This class is an introduction. This is to walk us through the class. Okay, a lot of people are currently having challenges about getting into the class, so the 30 days online agribusiness class. So I'm using this opportunity to walk you through what you need to do to get into class. I'm recording this class so that people that did not attend, because it's just going to be very brief, so that people that did not attend can easily watch over again. I will post the video when we finish this class. So I'm going to walk you through. So just like everyone, you are going to, just like everyone, you receive, just like everyone, you receive mail. Yes, I can see some participants are already here. So I believe I'm recording this and you are watching this. So just like you receive mail in your inbox. So I'm going to use my, I'll be using my personal email to demonstrate to you how to use, I'll be using my personal email to demonstrate to you how to walk through the mail. So I'm going to my mail now. I'll be going to my personal mail for you to be able to. Now, how the class will run. Sorry, it is how the class will run is even more than an hour's class. This was my old post. It's more than an hour's class. So you get the questions. It's going to be dropped in. The class is going to be dropping into your mail. I'm going to walk you through now how you navigate. So I'm going to stop sharing and go back to my email so that you can get it. So I'm going to my email to show you from your mail how you get into this, okay. I'm going to go into my email to show you how you navigate the class. So here right now, I'm sharing my personal email with you. This is my personal email. So I believe if you check your mail, this is how the online training, this is how the invitation comes to your mail, the online agribusiness training batch 3. This is what you receive in your mail. So after receiving this in your mail, what you have next is you click. I hope you're watching me. Once you have this in your mail, so you click, this is my own personal email. So the online agribusiness training batch 3, this is what you all receive in your email. So once you receive this, you click on this. You see, I've just clicked on that and it's taking me to classroom. Please, I hope you're watching me right now. So I'm already in the classroom. I'm sure this is where you get to when you click. So when you're in the classroom, this is the classroom. I'm already in the classroom. So you just check on the board. Normally in the classroom, if you have your own classroom like this, so the next thing you do is you check this side and you pick the upcoming class. For today, this is the class coming. But for most people that said they cannot, most people are finding it difficult to navigate, I've decided I'll be posting the class on the announcement board. This is our classroom. If you register for this class and you click on that place, on that link, you should be in the classroom. This is a Google Classroom. It allows you to come in anytime at your convenience to come and check the class or to come and read. And that's why I'm walking us through, I'm taking us through the class so that we understand how we get there, because I've seen a lot of people are not getting it. So now in this Google Classroom, this is day 1, Introduction to Agribusiness, day 1. You can see on the corner, on this side here, upcoming, this is 12:01 a.m., Introduction to Class. So, and tomorrow's class, it will be dropping by 12 midnight. So it means every morning, the class will be dropping. So this is the first day class we need to do today. This is our classroom today. So you click on this again and it takes you to the next stage. Now I've just clicked on the day 1 class. Now I'm now in the classroom. Now these are the instructions. Introduction to Agribusiness. Introduction to Agribusiness. So you can see it right here. The class 1 is Agribusiness 1A. The second one, Agribusiness 1B. The other one is Farm Management. Now, let me tell you this. These classes are, yes, I told you it's going to be an hour's class, but some of them are most of them are more than an hour. So you are getting a full class. So you need to take time and sit down to watch those videos. Now, they are my class that were recorded. And it's because why it's recorded is so that at your convenient time, you can call me. Now, if I want to go to class 1, Agribusiness lesson 1A, I'll just click on this. This is lesson 1A for me. I hope you are following me. Please let me see in the chat box so that I hope I'm not just jumping this. Let me see in the chat box if you are really following me with this. You can drop a message in the chat box if you are really getting what I'm explaining. Please, you can drop messages in the chat box, but please, you can watch this. So if I want to, for today, this is today's class. They are in 3 parts for today's class. So the first one, Agribusiness 1A, I've opened it. So if I open it, it takes, see, it's not something very difficult. Okay, I'm seeing some chats before I start. Let me check the chat. Okay, good. Thank you. You see, so I'm recording this video because I'm going to give it to. Sorry, I've started it. I'm not supposed to start. Okay, stay here. So I'm going to record this video for those that are not present. Now you see the way I follow the click. So if you don't understand, you can rewatch the video again. Now I'm in the first class, 30 days online agribusiness. And we are going, the first day is basically discussing introduction to agribusiness, introduction to agriculture, what you need, you understand. So you want to play it. This is play. You just come here and you click your play. Then you start watching, you're already in class. Now, this is done so that you can do it at your own convenient time, at your own time, at your own leisure. Now, I stopped this. Now, I'm out of this class. That is in Agribusiness 1A. Now, I want to go for the second one. I just click here again. It showed me continuation. If you have network, yes, you should have this, industrial agriculture. Then you watch it again, and you can complete it at a time, or you can do it at your own leisure. But actually, it's advisable you try to create at least 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and complete the class. Once you complete the class, you can now come. Okay, this is then the third one. See, don't say, okay, this thing is too much. Or you look at it, these are classes I've done. These are classes I did. So if you go through them, there are different things in each section. So that's why I say you should take your pen, you should take your biro, and you should jot things down. Questions you want to ask. You know, we are not all going to be here at the same time. Everybody cannot be online at the same time. So even now that we fixed 8 p.m. for us to come together, you can see it's only few of us that are available, which I understand our time. Some people are still in traffic. Some people are still finding their way from work and everything, but we make it flexible. So now you go to the third one. The third one is that from farm management course. Look at it. This might require you, it will open for you like this. This is another class here. So you want to play it, you press here. Like I told you, let me stop it. These classes are at different times. It's have different things for you to understand. Because even eventually, I will still keep upgrading them because there are things that are happening in agriculture. So all these 3 classes is what you have in day 1. So I'm expecting with this little explanations, with this walkthrough, you'll be able to know that when you complete all these classes, then you go back. When you complete all these classes, you now decide, okay, I'm through with the class, stop sharing. Now, when you complete all these classes, then you can decide, when you complete all these classes, then you can decide, okay, you go to our group. Remember our group, that our Telegram group where everybody is. You go and drop your questions. I'm sure you must have some questions from the class. So you go and drop your questions, and in those questions, I will come there and respond to all our questions. While we are dropping the question, okay, people are getting it, okay. While you drop the questions, there is that you can keep reading. If you have your questions might be different from somebody else. So we are each all going to learn from each other's question. So, and we attend to it. And I'm trying to fix a day within the week if some of us, we have time to come, so that we come together and still reviews all the questions. So this is how the class is going to run. And please, if you have questions, you can drop it in the chat box for me to respond to now. But I decide to bring this up so that you understand how to walk through. I believe some other people that are not here, this video, I'm going to put it in a Telegram group. I'm going to put it in the Telegram group so that others can watch it, those ones that are not around. But if you have any questions now, please, you can drop it in the chat box for me to respond to. Not questions from the class, as in question pertaining to how to navigate the trainings. Now you understand. By tomorrow morning, there will be another class for you. And that's why I said you need to create time to be there to watch this. They are tomorrow's class already. I'm going to, the course outline, I'm going to share the course outline with everybody on the Telegram group. You will see that's, the course outline is what I've even used to advertise the course. So the courses are going to be dropping like that every day. So, and I know if everybody will have some questions or the other which we need to attend to. So please, if there's no question now, so that I won't want to take our time, we still have classwork to do. You can do it at your own time, but it's good so that when you are joining us in the question time, when you are joining us in the question and answer time, you have a lot to share with us. I'm also thinking we should fix every evening. No, it may not be every evening, maybe 3 times in a week evening for Zoom class like this, so that any ones that are available, we can collate questions and answer one-on-one in a Zoom class by every evening. If that is okay with you, please just drop it in the Telegram group. Let's share it with others if it's okay with us, so that even if it is 5, 10 of us or 8 of us that are able to come, every 3 days or 2 days intervals, we'll come together and do a summary of the class so that we can still answer some questions. So please, this is what I have to share with us. That's why I said we should move it. I hope with this, we don't have much people online, but I believe by now, please let me know if you really understand and you are okay. If you understand and you are okay with this description I've made regarding the videos, how to navigate the classes. If you are just joining us, please, the video will be made available since I'm recording it. Okay, somebody says okay by me. Good, great. So I'm going to, this class is recorded, so I'm going to place it so that you can watch it over again and see, okay, this is how I go through my classes. By tomorrow morning, if you don't do today's work, if you didn't go through today's class, it means you are piling up your classes, because tomorrow's class is going to drop again. And it's going to be a bit different from it's going to be an upgrade from what you learned today again. And this is how it's going to continue for the next 30 days. And questions, anytime you go through your class, please feel free to drop your questions, and your questions will be attended to in the Telegram group. Why we're using the Telegram is that if you are not around for 2 days or for 3 days, you can still come back and you meet the questions, okay? You are not around for 5 days. You come back and go over all the questions and the answers, so that I know most of us are busy, you are doing something else and everything. That's why the class is extremely flexible. But when you are studying the classes, when you are going to have a pen and a book so that you can put down your questions. I love having questions, because I have this belief that if you go through my class and you don't have any questions, it means you understand everything. Then if you go through you understand, which is not possible. That's what my teachers told me. It's not possible for somebody to understand everything at once. It means your mind, your attention is not there. So please, I would love to have questions from you when you've gone through your classes. So I'm pleased. I know a lot of people will not go through, they will just pile it up and everything at the end of the day, but it's beneficial because you want to commit money to practical farming. If I'd known what I know just now, I would be a billionaire right now in the farm. So I'm sharing not just my experience, I'm sharing my practical experience in those classes with you. I'm sharing the challenges and things you should not do. As in, okay, me, I've gone through this side, and I don't want you to go through the same. I don't want you to make the same mistakes I've made. So it's better you skip mine and quickly get the best result for you. So please don't skip the classes. Don't. Go through them and learn before you start your farm. Even if you've started your farm before, the first thing you should also do is, okay, you will have to go and be making some corrections from your classes. I will also appreciate reviews after the classes in the Telegram group. I will appreciate reviews. Okay, oh, I didn't know this is what I should have done those times. As an experience shared is teaching others, and we're also learning from me. So I'm glad the people, okay, I'm glad the people that joined me this evening said they are okay with the class and explanation on how to navigate through it. So tomorrow morning, there will be another class by 12 o'clock or by 1 o'clock, 12, tomorrow there will be another class for you to attend. So please, if you are just joining us, you have to watch the video from the beginning again. I started from my email and showed you how to go through the class to get to the courses and how you can understand the courses. So I hope if there's no other question, can we round up so that we won't take much of our time, because we still have a lot to do. If you've not gone through your class today, please try and do so. Please try and do so, okay? Thank you. If there's no question, I'll be logging out, and I think then this video, I'll place it in the Telegram group so that we can go over it, especially for people that couldn't be here for this brief one. So if there's no question, okay, you are welcome, sir. You are welcome, sir. Okay. So I assume there's no question now. So I'll be logging out so that we can go to our daily work. So please go through your classes, and I'm expecting questions. You are welcome, sirs. You are welcome, sir. So you will be having the video in the Telegram group in case you miss how you log in, how you get to your classes. And please, I'm sorry we're using a lot of app. I realize most of us farmers, we don't really like to use apps. Like for instance, in this class, we're using Google Classroom, we're using Telegram, now we're using Zoom. These things are, things are changing, and we need to change with it. If you asked me before, I'm one of the old school farmers that don't believe in internet, that don't believe in all this stuff. But with time, you find out that you actually need them. I'll give you one expo or one tip. It's not in our class, but it's just a tip and an expo. You see, initially, I started my training practically, as in I only train on the farm, as in people travel down to my farm and I put them through practical trainings and every other thing. But as time goes on, I realize creating that time to come is difficult for people that are working. It's difficult for people that have other jobs. Most of us that want to farm, we are doing something. Maybe we are doing government job, we are doing our private job, we are doing some other job, or we have passion or interest, or we love farming, and that's why we want to farm. But we cannot even scrape that time. We don't have that little time to come into the farm, because asking somebody to leave 1 month and come and stay on the farm is somehow what will happen to his previous work. Some civil servants have their 1 month, they have their 1 month free, they have their 1 month leave, but they want to rest at home. That 1 month, they rather prefer to rest at home rather than coming to the prefer to rest at home rather than coming to the farm. You understand? So that's why we create a kind of, sorry, please, I put off, if you put on your video, I put it off. I will tell you, it's distracting when I need to be watching you. I believe you can see me, but if I have to be watching you wherever, it's going to be distracting what I'm saying. I'm sorry, please. So I always put, when you put on your video, I put it off. Sorry for that. Okay, so it's when they don't have that time to create that time to come to the farm, as in to come and stay 1 month, 2 months, to stay even just 1 week. Some people cannot spare it. That was why I started all this online business. And you see, the most important person, you as the farm owner, needs to understand how to plant maize. As the farm owner, you need to understand how to plant your corn and your cassava. You need to understand, okay, what type of soil do I need to heap together? What quantity of manure, or even what type of manure do I need to put in the soil? But if you don't understand these simple things, give it to your farm worker, give it to your farm manager. They will not do anything good for you. You see, I can share my experience with you. My first year on the farm, I got 3 farm laborers from Burkina Faso, but I hardly go to the farm. I don't go to the farm. Sorry, I'm going into lecture again. That is me. So I don't go to the farm. I discover at the end of the year, I did not harvest anything. The boys will just get there. They will do try. They will sometimes even go and work on somebody else's farm. And at the end of the day, I still pay them. I was the one at a huge loss. So because you are the one responsible, you are the financial owner, you are the one that will pay, you are the one that will commit fund, you are the one that is sweating out the fund. You need to understand step by step how to do these things. You want to plant maize, you need to understand it yourself. See, you go to agro dealers. They are interested in selling their chemicals. They are interested in selling their seed. They are interested in selling whatever they are selling. So they will advise you towards their own side. But for you as a farmer, at the end of the day, you find out you buy all these chemicals, you buy all these things, and still your crops are not good. By the time you get to each topics, there is a class for maize, there's a class for beans, there's a class for, I told you there are classes I've recorded, I've been working with. So by the time you start watching, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this, to do this, to do this, to get this. That's when you know the result. For instance, you plant maize, you are waiting for God to give it rainfall. The maize have a specific quantity of rain it wants. I posted something on my timeline, on my farm villa, about maize seed. And a lot of people are sending me WhatsApp messages, I want the seed, I want the seed, I want the seed. I've not been responding to them because you know what? Only the seed cannot give you yield. Only the seed will not give you good yield. It's until when, and I said I'm not going to lecture, it's until when you do the necessary things. You need to consider your soil. You need to consider water. You need to consider pest management. You need to consider pollination. You need to, you need to consider several factors. You need to consider when you are doing irrigation, you want to water, you need to consider the temperature of the sun for you to know the quantity of water you will give to the soil. When you are not doing irrigation, it is rainfall. Sometimes rainfall today, it will not fall in the next 2 weeks. What is happening to your maize? What is happening to your cassava in those systems? What is happening? These are things we don't factor. But in this class, where as you go through each of the courses, you'll be understanding some things. Okay, this is what I've not been doing well. This is what I'm supposed to improve on. This is, you will get to know it. Like I said, I'll be expecting plenty questions. As in, I'm expecting you to have questions, which we'll discuss in the Telegram group. For those that join us late, in the beginning, I started how you can navigate the courses from my personal email. I have my personal email, so I use it. So this video, if you miss the first part of this video, please, it's very important. Go back to it and watch it after this class so that you understand how you get to your classes every day. Every day I have the classes are there, please. So I'm going to round up right now. If they please, I always ask after my class, do you still have any question? If there's any question, I will attend to it. If there's no question, please go over the video, especially from the beginning. I show how we navigate from your email. Once you receive the email of the 30 days online training, how you get into the class, how you have it, and every day you will have access to each courses every day. So please, do I have any questions so that I will not waste our time? We spend so much working today and everything, but please go over your classes. And the Telegram group is always there, and I'll always be available. Like I said, I'm thinking we should be having 3 times in a day. I don't want to come to class and not meet everyone. If not, I will have said every day by 8 p.m. we should be meeting to discuss classes, as in for people to ask questions. But I won't want to come. Most times you just come around and nobody will show up. So if I'm sure we have, even if it's 10 people, then we can be meeting every evening on Zoom class like this to discuss the class we've done every day, to review the classes. If it's okay, please, you can put it in the Telegram group. Let's see if you see people that will join. But if there's nobody, it's still fine. Let the question go to Telegram groups. We'll attend to it. So, okay, if there's no question, I'll be logging off now so that we can go and relax. And please go through your classes. Okay, you're welcome, sir. Okay, so we look forward to, please go through your classes and let's review them together. Okay, so I'll be handing the class now.